Assalamualaikum and hi, my name is Muhammad ALIF and I will be the first presenter for this topic. The first point I would like to discuss is the introduction. Our world is heading towards cashless society and so do Malaysia. What is cashless society, by the way? Cashless society can be described as an economic concept where financial transactions are executed in an electronic format rather than using banknotes and coins. In a cashless society, each party will have an electronic card or devices which will be used to execute the transactions. The cashless transaction in Malaysia can be performed with credit card, debit card, e-wallet, internet banking, mobile banking and others. As we can see from the pie chart, bank transfer is at the top of the list, producing the highest rate, which is at 44%. MyBank2U is dominated as the highest platform being used to make bank transfer. There are some reasons why bank transfers are expected to continue to be a popular Malaysian payment method, as it is convenient. Many other domestic banks have also launched their own branded transfer options, such as CIMB Clicks. The second most popular payment method is going to be cards, which consists of credit card and debit card. These cards represent 36% of usage in the market in 2019. Between these two cards, Malaysians favor credit cards over debit cards by 4:1 ratio. This is because credit cards offer aggressive marketing campaigns with incentive, improved banking infrastructure, and increased point of sale cards acceptance. Ranking number 3 will be cash, as it takes 11% from the chart. Cash has been considered as a daily use for payment because not all vendors are equipped with online payment system. For example, like pisang goreng stall, where they can't afford to buy the machines as it is a bit pricey. The second last most popular payment method is e-wallet. What is e-wallet? It is basically a digital wallet where people can link their credit or debit card to their smartphone. They can top up their e-wallet such as Touch and Go, and after that, they can use it to pay to any merchants that accept it. And the last one is the other payment method, which contribute at least 3%. From all the information above, Malaysia still has much to accomplish before going cashless society completely. Senior experts predict that it will take at least 20 years to become a cashless society. This is due to some of Malaysians who prefer to use cash instead of online payment because it is more convenient. Apart from that, there are also many rural areas in Malaysia, so they still rely on cash because it is easy for them to operate. However, in order for Malaysia to become fully cashless society, government must make sure that digital infrastructure is running smoothly, as there are many risks when becoming a cashless society.
Hello, my name is Fatin Azzahra binti MOHAYYEDDIN. I'm going to present about the advantage of cashless societies toward Malaysian economy. The 5 advantage, as you can see beside me, which is first is no first currency, second one is the limited cash fraud, third one is a fraudless payment, and fourth one is easy international pay, and the lastly is budget discipline. Now let's begin with no forged currency, which is today some of the greatest counterfeit banknotes are referred to as super dollars due to their excessive pleasant and imitation of the real US dollar. However, drastically much less than of the USA dollar. After that, inside with this new generation, with the cashless society that we practice, the problem of banknote counterfeiting now is not occur. So for the next advantage is limited cash fraud. Theft of fraudulent acts concerning coins could be decreased to the bare minimum. Following the word ban, no person would dare to scarce borrow money if they want to directly evade the robbery, because the banks again not to accept the money everywhere. After that, with this cashless society also demonstrate that we don't have to bother to make any payment or to be shortened, it is a fraudless payment. This cashless society guarantee that greater achievable payment throughout the kingdom. The inflation of digitization, every man or woman need to acquire digital literacy at a while, therefore easing their issues in the switch of money and make transaction more honest. This means that you will no longer want to carry your wads of cash, plastic playing cards, or even queue at ATM for withdraw your money. It's also safer and simpler spending alternative while you're journeying. Moreover, for the next advantage, it is easy international pay. There's a lot of example payment gateway nowadays, but I will give you only 5 because there's a lot. Number 1 is PayPal. PayPal is one of the most dependent option on the term of online income. Second one is WorldPay. WorldPay is an all-in-one charge processor that facilitates your system credit and card payment without delay out of your app or internet site. Third one is SagePay. SagePay is broadly considered to be one of the excellent global charge gateway within the world. And the fourth one is Braintree, which is owned by PayPal also, but they operate in another way. The fifth one is Amazon Pay is a new arrival on the payment scene. Amazon Pay is a great choice for everybody who's searching for international payment gateway with nominal fees and simple edge. For the last advantage is budget discipline. By this cashless society, it will help you maintain tabs on your spending, and this can result in better budgeting. There is various apps and tools will help you to analyze your spending style and through insight over a couple of years. So there is some way to achieve your budget discipline. First is by identify your budget center. Second one is to establish clear responsibility. Third one is identify principal or key budget factors. And fourth one is identify of all sources of inflow and outflow. Fifth one, prepare the budget. Six, determine capital and recurrent expenditure relationship. And the last one is to investigate all the variance.
As we know, the COVID-19 has led to a significant shift in how people pay for things, with many opting to use cards and other contactless payment options instead of cash as a way to reduce contact with others. Also, some businesses are even requiring contactless payments, but still a cashless society might not be a good thing. The first disadvantage of a cashless society is the desire to overspend, making it more challenging to keep track of our spending. For example, when we spend cash, we may see the financial impact by physically withdrawing the cash. However, swiping a credit card or using an online app is sometimes so mindless that we don't think about how much money we are spending, resulting in overspending. The second is cashless transactions are exposed to hacking risks and makes more vulnerable to data breaches. For instance, if our credit card information is stolen, it could make fraudulent purchases, and if further personal information is retrieved, identified fraud could result. At the same time, we can lose our privacy. Payment information is accessible to all businesses we transact with when we pay digitally or with a card, such as swiping a credit card. Electronic payments do not have the same level of privacy as cash payments. However, the more data we have circulating the internet, the more likely it will fall into the wrong hand. We can spend and receive money anonymously with cash. The third possibility is that we will be charged transaction fees. To illustrate, if society is forced to select between only a few payment methods or one app becomes the standard payment app, the companies producing these services may not be willing to provide them for free. Payment processors may profit from the high volume by charging fees, negating the cost saving resulting from reduced cash handling. For example, annual fees, late fees, and foreign transaction fees are among credit cards expenses. Last but not least, technology issues may limit our capacity to access funds, and even minor errors may result in us being unable to purchase items when we need to. Similarly, when systems fail, merchants are unable to take payments. As can be seen, it forces us to rely on technology for every transaction. Moreover, cashless options are not always dependable. For instance, our credit card can be refused or our phone might run out of battery, blocking us from using an app to pay. Overall, cashless transactions are reliant on technology which can fail at times. Not only that, but it could also lead to banks charging higher fees as well if buyers rely on credit cards and apps to make payments. Negative interest rate may emerge which reduces bank earnings. Banks may react by raising costs putting consumer at a disadvantage.
Lastly is conclusion. Quite a payment option were invented during the COVID-19 epidemic, thus beginning an era of a cashless society that provides citizens with convenience. New payment systems have been implemented around Malaysia such as card credit, debit card, e-wallet, internet banking, mobile banking and other options are available in Malaysia. As a result, there are numerous benefits that we can notice that can ensure our own safety. This strategy is very liked in the society, particularly among the teenagers and housewives. Nonetheless, despite its publication, it has caused numerous people problems.